So
Yeah.
I have to stop you because I want to ask you a question because you keep using the term chocolate. Chocolate,
Yes.
chocolate, chocolate. So people who are listening, the frustration that I have is like, that's not all chocolate is created equal. So what's that uphill battle? Like you're saying chocolate's a great vehicle and somebody's going to be listening saying like, I love chocolate. So Sage just justified that I could be eating chocolate. So it's like this label, but we misunderstand it. We've bastardized it so much, right?
Sure. So
Yours, how
as
you kept yours as a superfood.
as with any product out there, whether it's computer programs, construction materials, or food, there's going to be many levels of quality. So on one end of the spectrum, you might have something that is grown on a plantation in Africa in soil that's kind of devoid of minerals and has been taken advantage of with questionable labor sources, and then it's mixed with heavily processed milk ingredients and GMO sugar, and then overall, that's not going to give you something that's going to be beneficial for your health. We go on the other side and look at not to pat ourselves on the back too much, but if you look at what we're doing,
That's why you're here.
Comes from
That's why you're here. I'm patting you on the back. I'm saying thank you. So please.
Our cacao comes from the jungles of Ecuador. It's from wild grown cacao trees. So this is not even coming from a farm or a plantation. These are wild grown trees, generally between like 20 and even sometimes up to like 80 years old, growing in really mineral rich volcanic soil. And just wild grown is something always interesting to look for in food, because it takes a different genetic robustness for something to grow and thrive in the wild, where everything wants to kill you and everything is competing with you for nutrients, as opposed to growing on a farm where everything is kept cleared away from you. Chemicals or maybe other means are used to keep the bugs from eating you. If a plant is able to thrive in the wild, that's something that I'm very interested in.
Resilience, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. It's like, I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but if a kid grows up with like really aggressive helicopter parents, that kid is going to get eaten up out in the real world. Whereas somebody who has grown up maybe with just the right mix of support and adversity to build that resilience, that's going to, be a person who's much better off in adulthood, most likely.
Resilient, right?
Yeah, precisely.
Adaptable, all of those things that we sort of need to maintain connection.
Right. So we start with this incredible wild grown cacao, and then it is harvested and then fermented in very small batches. So the quality is able to be very carefully controlled. And almost all chocolate products out there have these compounds in them called mycotoxins. And these are basically byproducts, metabolic byproducts, aka poop, of mold. And this is something that some people are more sensitive to than others, but it's never good for you. And so our cacao is very special and unique in that it is third-party lab tested to be mycotoxin-free.